She an undercover cop.
No, she ain't no cop. That's the bitch from the news.
I'm not a cop. I am bitch from the news.
Hey everybody, what the flick? Walk of Shame was not screened for the press.
Shocking.
So we're catching up with it this week. Christy, Lemire, Robert Abele, Alonso, Duralde. What's this thing about?
We were joking that Walk of Shame is about having to walk up to the box office and say, 1 ticket for Walk of Shame, please.
Ticket buyer of shame.
I know, it's
That's
so sad.
why I bought it on demand.
You're so smart. I wish I remembered that it was on demand. I'm so dumb. Okay, so Elizabeth Banks, the ordinarily enormously likable Elizabeth Banks, plays a local TV news reporter, anchor here in Los Angeles. And she has a big gig at the network waiting for her, possibly, but she goes out and gets hammered with her girlfriends and has the night from hell in downtown LA, which is a city she does not know at all, even though it's a city she covers for a living, but whatever, we'll get to all that later. She has a crazy, crappy night, and the possible network gig is in jeopardy. What will happen? Take a look.
I'm getting you out of this house. Come on, let's go.
Fine, but I'm wearing these sweatpants.
No, you're gonna wear something slutty like Denise.
I don't own anything slutty like Denise.
You want to get out of here?
Oh, absolutely. You stay here.
Are you stuck?
Yes, I am stuck.
I'm getting you home safe. Where do you live?
Where do you live? Do you trust me?
You have 4 new messages.
Megan, the network needs a new anchor. They're coming to watch a newscast tonight. This is the break you've been waiting your whole life for.
So the deal with this movie is that you have this horrible misogynistic streak, right?
Right.
Every single person that she runs into thinks she's a hooker or a stripper or a crack whore.
Because she's wearing a bandage dress.
She's wearing a tight yellow dress, and which she can rock. You look awesome, Elizabeth Banks. Good for you. You've been to the gym.
As Dave says, she's not dressed like a whore. She's dressed like a Kardashian. But we somehow all decided that the Kardashians are whores.
So
you need something to pop on screen when the rest of your movie doesn't work, and
but
that would be.
It's the bright yellow dress.
If you've driven home somewhere at 2 a.m. and you've been on Santa Monica Boulevard, you know what whores dress like. And it's not in a yellow bandage dress that people mistake for Marc Jacobs.
With strappy heels. So, and then it wants to do this really abrupt 180 at the end and become this like feminist manifesto. Like, shame on all of you for laughing at Elizabeth Banks for being mistaken for a prostitute all night.
Well, if this were a smarter movie, it would be about the fact that she keeps getting mistaken for a prostitute, and that that every time she tries to explain what's going on, like, men don't let her finish talking. You know,
I paid attention to every one of those bits of dialogue, and she, you know, every time the character has a chance to actually explain everything that's happened to her, it never happens, and that's just that's kind of lazy comedy writing.
No. It's sloppy. It's that what's that Ebert, you know, a 2-minute conversation would end the whole movie. You know, and like I said, if this were a smarter movie, it would be about the fact that nobody lets her talk. But it's not a smarter movie. It's a stupid movie.
It's a movie a reactionary would love, with all the portrait of the racist portrait of Los Angeles, and like every person she runs into.
Although the best scene in the movie takes place in a
crack house. Yes.
Right. There are these 3 guys who take her in, and it's surprisingly smarter than like everything else in the whole movie.
Yeah, it's
except for the fact that it's, you know, black people playing crack dealers.
Right.
That's why I just couldn't even like appreciate that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's and I give it a higher rating than most people, just because I admire Elizabeth Banks for throwing herself into this garbage. I mean, this is a movie that does not deserve her, but she is giving it 110%. She is. It's like you can see the effort of like, I'm gonna make this funny, you know, and I'm gonna like really be a good sport and a team player and throw myself into this and make this thing work. And she can't. But that's not her fault, because it's just crap material. It's written and directed by Stephen Brill, the man who gave us Little Nicky. And even the one section of Movie 43 that I didn't laugh at, the iBabe sketch.
What was that?
The one, it's like an iPod that looks like a naked woman, and guys keep getting their dicks shut in the thing. But yeah, so it's a waste of talent. Like, you know, James Marsden is in this movie, and Gillian Jacobs, and
they're all barely in
Ken
this movie.
Davidian. Like, funny people are in this movie, and Elizabeth Banks, like I said, valiant effort. But
you know what's so weird is that she's so adorable and so likable and can do so many things, and I found her really unlikable in this because her character is
she's not a character.
She's not. She's vapid. She's a type. She's like robo-anchor. She doesn't even know what she's reading. She's just reading prompter, and all she cares about is her perfect hair and her perfect life, and so it's hard to care whether she gets out of the situation alive or gets this gig of her dreams.
Sure, yeah, and there's this weird whole running thing about how like she's a good girl, I'm a good girl, but I don't even know what that means.
She has no agency over life, which in a movie like this is hard to like. It's hard to make the movie where things happen to you and it's supposed to be funny. Constantly things happening to you as opposed to you making things happen, you know. I'm sorry, it's just you looked at Elizabeth Banks and you know how capable she is as an actress, and so you want to see her in a character where she's doing things, even if she's generating the problems herself. She's just never in a situation where it's believable that these things are happening to her, because you know you can't just take away somebody's cell phone and then all of a sudden have them not be able to contact anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, or it just. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
she acts like a total idiot in every possible situation.
Basically, rent After Hours instead.
Or rent anything. Rent Zach and Miri make a porno.
Oh, yeah.
To mix up our Seth Rogen from earlier, Elizabeth Banks now, watch Zach and Miri make a porno instead. I will give it a 2.
I give it a 3.5, which I realize is generous, but it's just for Elizabeth Banks.
Okay.
Yeah, my 2.4 is just because I like Elizabeth Banks and I don't even like her in this movie, so there you go.
There you go. 2.6 is our average. That's thanks to Alonso. It's 11% on the tomato meter. So yeah, we all had the creepy experience of watching Walk of Shame by ourselves. We do not wish that upon you.
Yeah, don't bother.
Bye.